Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It was impossible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control when they found out we ran from home.
Hi you guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the accent tag challenge that I am doing with my good friend here on YouTube. Her name is KERISSA, and yeah, she's from California. I am from Wisconsin. We thought making this video would be fun and funny because we talk about this all the time, how she says things different and I say words different. Before I keep on rambling, let's just get into this video. So I have the list of stuff here on my phone that I'm going to be saying in this video. I will also link them in my description box down below if you guys want to do this tag for yourselves. Okay, so question number 1 says, what is your name and username? My username is Jennifer G Family. The G in Jennifer G Family is actually my middle initial. Our last initial is a C. Question number 2 is, where are you from? I am from Wisconsin. We are about an hour and a half or so away from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Here is the list of accent words it is asking me to say. I have looked at these before and there are 2 words that I had to learn: aunt, roof, envelope, route, theater, cot, salmon, caramel, fire, coupon, tumbler, pecan, both, again, probably. I don't know this one. Is it GPOY? I don't know what that one means. Lawyer, water. This word is one that I had to learn how to say. I used to say this as mayonnaise, but I learned to say it as mayonnaise. And sometimes I say both. Pajamas, iron, naturally. And then this one I also had to learn how to say. I used to say it as aluminum. I learned to say it as aluminum. Gift, New Orleans, Cracker Jack, doorknob, Alabama, and pajamas again. So question number 4 is, what is it called when someone throws toilet paper on a house? That's TPing, if I'm correct. Question number 5 says, what is that bubbly carbonated drink called? Okay. Oh my gosh, they have a horse.
That's a pony.
Oh my gosh, there's another horse.
That's a pony.
Oh my gosh, if Oma is watching this, probably gonna be screaming at the TV. But I call it a soda. That bubbly carbonated drink is a soda. Everyone else that I know calls it pop, and it drives me nuts. It's a fight that Jacob and I have all the time because it is not pop, it is soda. Question number 6 is, what term do you use for gym shoes? I call them tennis shoes or running shoes. It just kind of depends on what comes out, kind of like word vomit. Question number 7 is, what do you call your grandparents? I only have one set of living grandparents, and that is my maternal grandparents. I don't see my grandparents enough to have like a nickname for them. I mean, for my grandpa, we do call him Appa, and for my grandma, I grew up calling her Chochi. Question number 8 says, what do you call the thing with wheels used to carry groceries in the supermarket? I actually do call it a buggy sometimes. I don't know where that came from. I started calling it a buggy just a couple years ago, but sometimes I do call it like the cart. Like I'll say, hey Jacob, can you go get a cart? But if it's like me and Ivana, I'll say, all right Ivana, get in the buggy. Number 9 says, be a wizard or a vampire. I guess I would pick to be a vampire. Well, then you can't go outside in the sun. Number 10 says, what do you use to change channels on the TV? I call it a control. I've always said, where's the control? It bothers Jacob, I'm sure. He's never said anything out loud to me about it, but a lot of people call it a remote. Number 11 says, choose any book and read a random passage. I'm choosing this book. It is called Uninvited, Living Loved When You Feel Less Than Left Out and Lonely. It's by Lisa Terkraust, I think. To say I was fretting nightfall is quite an understatement. Art announced he was going to bed, and just like that, drifted into a cozy little dream. Meanwhile, I had a death grip on the top of the bedsheet and could hear my heart drumming against the lumpy mattress. I wanted to take a sleeping pill, but when I found the empty wrapper, it confirmed a terrible thing. Art had already taken one. This meant that I was the only one sober enough to ward the lions away should they venture into camp. Albeit armed with nothing but sheer terror and absolute anxiety. Number 12 says, do you personally think you have an accent? I don't. I don't hear it. The last one, 13, says, say 3 words that come to mind. The first one is toddler. There's a lot of people out there who say toddler. I've never heard anyone say toddler until I started my YouTube journey and made a bunch of friends, and they say toddler. The next one was big, because if Brooklyn is watching this, she's probably gonna laugh. But my husband Jacob went down to Kansas when he was on his way to Laredo, Texas, and he stopped at a gas station in Kansas. They asked him if he wanted one of these. They said, would you like a sack? And he looked at them like they were out of this world. He's like, what? And then they're like, would you like a sack to carry all this thing? And he said, I'll like a bag. It's kind of like a little inside joke I have with Brooklyn, because I asked Brooklyn, she is from Kansas, I asked Brooklyn what she called that specific thing, and she said she sometimes calls it a sack. So then I sent her a picture of a sack of potatoes, and it's like the funniest thing ever. Also, I have been told that I say bag weird. My neighbor's driving by with his super loud music. A lot of people say bag. The last one is bubbler. A lot of people look at me weird when I say this too, because a bubbler to me is the water fountain. It's always been the water fountain. Okay. So that is the end of the accent challenge tag that Kerissa, Shaylin, and I are doing. I will link all of her information in the iCards, as well as have everything linked in the description box down below. Also, the last thing that I want to include is the traffic lights. A lot of people call them traffic lights. The ponies are walking by again. I used to call them stop and go lights a lot when I was starting to drive. I would love to hear your accents. I am obsessed with accents. I'm in love with accents. My husband took me down to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for my 23rd birthday, and we ate at an iron skillet, and the waitress, she said water, and when she said water, I honestly melted. That is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Kerissa, for bringing up this idea. It was really fun to make. I know we've talked about this a little bit back and forth. If you guys are not subscribed to her channel, please go ahead and do so. Show her some love. And if you are coming from Kerissa's channel, then hi, hello, you guys. My name is Jenny. My husband's name is Jacob, and we have one daughter named Ivana together, and my one sister named Nicole. She is 8, and she is here. Don't eat the marker. Don't wipe your hands on my couch.
Why?
Oh my god. We post videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m. Central Time. I am rambling so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.